Welcome guys to another tutorial. So this is what we've been doing today. It's called the hip padding. This is a technique where the hip is pronounced and the figure eight comes out. And it can be hip or butt, or you can do both. Whereas that means you are going to enhance the hip and at the same time enhance the bum. This give your clothes this fit that is beautiful. And most times you see it on people and you'll be thinking, oh, the shape is so defined and everything. My dear, it's padding, most of them. And the good thing is what you need to have is the knowledge of a basic skirt. So now let's get to work. This is a basic skirt and the person's hip is 35 inches, and I'm going to be padding it. I'm going to enhance it to be 40. So there is a measurement that is very important. It's called the butt cheek. That is where your butt ends, the cheek of your butt. You need to measure the cheek of the butt of your customer. For this person is 5 inches. So I'm going to be measuring the waist, the hip, and the hip butt. And the hip butt is always below the hip. So the first thing I'm trying to do is to put the normal measurement of your skirt, your waist divided by 4, your hip divided by 4. The normal way we put in our measurement for if you want to make a skirt. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So next, the butt cheek that I was talking about, I mean where your butt stops, that is the cheek of your butt. I said for this person is 5 inches, I mean where our butt stops. So I'm going to measure the 5 inches from our waist, from as in after the hip, sorry. The butt cheek is after the hip. I measure it after the hip. So for this person, it's 4.5, sorry, not 5. So the person's butt cheek is measured from the hip down to the where the butt stops. This person is 4.5 inches. So I will make a line to indicate that is the bum cheek. The bum cheek measurement is different. It's not a constant measurement. It varies according to the customer, according to the client. So put that at heart. So we move to the measurement of the half body. Most times the half body is most times like 3 inches, 2 inches above the knee. For this person, I can't remember what I used, but the measurement of on the half body, we are going to be measuring, if it's pencil, hip -1. If it's straight, what you have at the hip, you repeat it down to the what's it called, half length or half body. So I made the measurement. I've joined it together. The hip divided by 4, the half body divided by 4, the waist divided by 4. The measurement, I've joined it together to make the side seam, and you can see the hip shape. So what I'm trying to do here is to put my dart. We all know how to place dart on our skirt. If you don't, you can check up on our skirt, basic skirt measurement, and you will surely understand. So I'm trying to put in the dart for this particular person, and most times we use the nipple to nipple, that's this bust pan measurement. So for this customer is 4. So I just measure 4 from the center front, then half. I picked half that on each side. So what I'm trying to do right now is to cut out my skirt measurement. I've cut out the skirt measurement, and that's for the front. So I'm trying to cut out for the back, and all I did was placing my front on another plain paper, and I removed my zip allowance, which is like 2 inches, and I just cut out the front. I traced it. That is, it's very easy to do if you want to. That's how to replicate your back, by using your front piece. So I'm trying to put it out to make that line, so that when we are trying to do the butt shaping and all, it will be very easy. We'll know this is the line for the hip, this is the line for the butt cheek, this is the line for the waist. It's just for clarity. So I've labeled zip allowance to let you see that this is where the zip is. So we are done with drafting of the basic skirt. Now we want to go to make the bum. So that's the front piece, and I measured down from the waistline. I measured down 3 inches and I marked. Then on the hip line, I went in from the side seam by 4.5. Then on my butt cheek line, I moved inward by 3.5. It's already on the screen. You can see I've labeled it 3.5, 4.5, so that you understand. This person has a very small frame. That is why the going in is small. For some people, it goes as, the way I use 4.5, it goes as much as 5, 6. It depends on how round the person is. So on the hip line, I went out by 1 inches, I think 2 inches. Then I connected. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect. You can see that it's already round. It's like round. Women are round. We are round. So it's already round. It's giving the roundness. This is the hip padding. This is where the hip will go to. And the hip padding is the front piece that will determine the hip padding. I mean, the front part of the skirt will determine the hip padding, while the back will determine the butt padding. So you can see that is what is happening. So for the back, now I want to do the butt padding. I went down by 3 there. I'm going to be doing the same thing on the back. We are going to go down by 3. If you are going down by 4, you go down by 4. You make sure that is equal, because they need to connect. You understand, as we go on. So I went down from the waistline by 3. Then on the hip, from the zip line, I went away from the zip line. I mean, on the hip line, I moved away by 1 inch, because we don't want the bum to enter into the zip. We want to give a few allowance, so 1 is fine. Then on the butt cheek, I went out by 3.5, like went away from the zip allowance by 3.5. Then on the half body, I'm going to go to the other side, like from the other side of the side seam. I'm going to go out by 2 inches. Just watch the video, you understand. That's why I put it there, so that you will not get confused. But if you look at it, just follow what you are seeing on the screen on this video, and you will not make the mistake. Just follow it out. So I'm now trying to, all the markings, I'm trying to connect them out. You can see the first thing I connected was the hip to the butt cheek. See, if you go in more, the bum shape more. But this person has a small frame. The person's hip is actually 35, which we are moving up to 40. But imagine if the person's hip is 40 and we're moving it up to like 45, 46. Then we will need the bum to go in. That means the difference will not be 1.5. You can see the difference here is just 1.5. But that one will not be 1.5. So I'm trying to connect. Sorry, my camera didn't show it. I didn't know until I finished the video. But I connected down to that place, that 2 inches. Sorry for that. I'll do better. So we connected from that point, from the half body point to the butt cheek point to the hip line point and down to the waist point, that mark on that waist. And you can see that it's coming together. So I'm trying to clean it off so that we can have a very nice shape. And I closed the dart. You can see that I've closed the dart. We don't need the dart to show. So I closed the dart and I'm trying to have a round, the bum is, the bottom is curvy. So I'm trying to have a curvy just for the natural feel. So I brought the hip part, which is the front part, to join the bum part. You can see I'm trying to merge it together. And there is a slack. I think a little slack. They are not rhyming, but they need to. So you can see that's what I'm trying to. I shaped it out. The video didn't show that, but I shaped it out. I tried to correct it by making sure that the hip one and the bum one is connected. So after that, I'm using a foam. I'm supposed to use a 1-inch foam, but I didn't get one, so I used the half-inch thick. The thickness of this foam is half-inch, so I'm going to be doubling it. Half plus half is 1, so it will actually turn to 1. You can use 2 inches. It's better for you if the person you want it to be thick and you want the bum to really come out well. You can use 1 inch and double it and make it 2 inch. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm using half-inch thickness of foam, but I'm going to double it. So I'm going to cut. I'm supposed to cut 2 of this for each bum, but I'm going to be cutting 4 because I want to double it. So 1 hip, 1 bum will take 2. So that's what I'm trying to cut, and I gave allowance because that allowance will be used to join. It's seam allowance is to join. So we are going to put allowance. Are you following? It's not hard. Just follow the video and you will not make any mistake. So you can see I cut 4. So 2 for each bum. You can see it's thick already. This bum must come out. So the second one too, I cut 4, and I cut 4 of it, and I've gone to join them together. See, there needs to be labeling. You need to label up down. If you don't label it, it's going to confuse you. So you should label. So I've gone to use the seam allowance to join the bum together, and this is my skirt. I've made my skirt. You can see I use that pattern too to cut the skirt. You can see I've joined my darts on my skirt, the fabric. Then on my lining, there was no dart. I removed the dart, so there was no need to join my lining. See, I know the colors are not the same. They are green and purple. I know it's just for tutorial sake. That is why the color are not matching. I will not use this for a customer, but it's just for the tutorial, and that is why you are seeing Nigerian green color. All right, so we're going to join them together. We're going to put measurement on the lining, the customer measurement, both the lining and the fabric. So we are joining it together. We are putting the measurement. Our waist is 30, our hip is now 40. We are going to put 40, the 40, not the 35. Then for the half body, we are putting it. Now to the real work. You can see the seam allowance of that skirt, of that joining. The seam allowance, I came down by 3, so I'm coming down by 3. I'm going to make sure that the seam allowance of our bum is going to align with the seam allowance of our lining, and we're going to sew in. You're going to sew. Please, when you are sewing, make sure that the cloth, the lining is laid flat so that it will not enter into it. You can see I've sewn it. I sewed it on the seam and I sewed it round to secure it so that it won't be shaking. So you are going to sew then round. You can see that this tutorial is fast. It's for people that they know how to sew without supervision. So I don't have to go all and say this is what you should do. You should know what to do. Now I want to turn the skirt. I want to turn the lining with the clothes. We are going to turn it because the bum needs to be secured inside. The customer won't see the bum. So when we are going to turn it, so I've done that. I've turned it and I've put the zipper. Yeah, it's ready. You can see. I'm trying to show you the inside to see how neat it is. We should all know how to turn a skirt, so that's what I just did. I just turn the so your seam allowance is inside. Everything is neat and beautiful. So that is, I'm trying to measure it now so that you can see hip. The hip is 40. That means it's going to measure 20. So I'm trying to show you the hip is 20. That's 40. Yippee! So we have increased the person's bum. So this was a bum without the. This is a skirt without the bum. Yeah, you can see. No, not much. It's very flat, kind of flat. Compare, not sad. This is it. So this is it with the bum. The bum is actually 40 now. 40, yeah. You can see there is now, like, you can see the definition. So that's what I was saying, that if you want you to shoot out more, just go in more on the butt. So you just try to explore. Please try to practice this and subscribe for more goodies. Thank you very much. You can see the shape. Ooh! So thank you for watching. Share, subscribe, and we'll give you more and more. Improve your skill with us. Bye.